All right.
So let me see if we're live. Just a sec. So we're live on YouTube. So hello YouTube, hello everyone. My name is Victoria. I've been a host here on TNT since 2022. I live in Florianópolis, but I am from Goiânia, Goiás. I live here with my girlfriend and my little dog. And on my free time, I like to take my dog for a walk. I love puzzles, crosswords, board games, and one of my favorite sports is rollerblading. And I also love swimming, that I'm attending to swimming classes. And it's something that I'm very happy because I found a sport that I really connected and different to going to the gym. I look forward to go swimming every week. So that's really nice. Let's go on. What about you, Thiago?
Hi guys, I'm Thiago. I am 27 years old. I'm living in Vitória da Conquista in my state with my parents and my dogs. I'm single. I'm work with IT in a big tech company. I'm studying English here because it's very important to my area and for my career. And my free time, I like to travel, make tracks, and watch series and movies.
Very nice. Thanks, Thiago. Hello, Erica. Welcome.
Hello, I'm sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. It's the first time I see you here in this immersion.
Yes, with you, it's my first time.
How long have you been on TNT?
Um, almost 10 days.
Are you enjoying so far?
Yes, yes. This is my um sixth class. I like
Very
so much. I like so much.
So please introduce yourself first.
Okay, I am Erica. I am 34 years old. I am married and I have a daughter. She has 2.5. I am from São Paulo, Brazil, but now I'm living in Toronto. My family and I moved almost 3 months ago, and now I am a journalist, but uh, currently I am a jobless, and I'm looking for a job opportunity. Yes, I in my free time, I like to travel. I like go to the theater. I like music in general. I love music. Then read a books. Then that's all.
Very nice. Thanks, Erica. It's very nice to have you here, and I hope you have a lot of fun today.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Isabel.
Hello guys, my name is Isabel. I'm 23 years old. I live in Florianópolis too, and I'm born here as well. I live with my family. I'm a graphic designer, but I work with UX and UI design too in another company. And in my free time, I like read books, watch movies, and go walk as well.
Nice, thank you. Alexandre, please.
First, I'd say I'm jealous because I love Toronto. Yeah, I've been to Toronto for 30 days in 2019, and I've never forget Toronto. I remember Toronto, Vancouver, almost every day. That's a good reminder I had. So I'm Alexandre. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. Emerge. I'm 70. I don't know why I'm studying English, but I think it's because I need to connect people, and connect people in English is so, let's say, fancy. Yeah, it's fancy. Oh, you talk to people in English. Yeah, it's fancy, right? Very fancy. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Alexandre. It's always nice having you here to talk with us. And last but not least, Leo.
Hello, guys. Good evening. My name is Leo. I am 29 years old. I was born in Belém do Pará, but I've been living in São Paulo since in 2017. And I'm here to keep in touch with the language. I love to talk English. As Alexandra said, it's so fancy and it's really nice when we have the opportunity to talk, to discuss many ideas with someone in English. So I like do not have a barrier because of the language. So I think it make things interesting.
Very, very nice. So thanks, everyone. And I'm sending the questions now. Today, we're talking about love. Love through ages. Did everybody receive? Yes? Okay. So I'm splitting us in 2 rooms so we have more time to talk with each other. And just a few reminders before we begin is that this is not a class, I'm not a teacher, but we're gonna learn anyway because we're gonna listen each other, we're gonna discuss a common topic. And something I always like to ask and remember you is to respect everyone's opinion, even if you think very differently. Let's keep everything respectful and let the other person have enough time to talk without interrupting or correcting. But if you have any doubt, you can ask us and we're going to help each other, okay? So in the main room here is gonna stay with me Alexandre and Erica. I just sent you all the invites to the other room to Leo, Thiago, and Isabel. And see you in the end of the immersion, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's begin, guys. Question number 1, we already introduced ourselves, so let's go to question number 2. Erica, have you ever fallen in love? Describe how that felt like.
Falling, it's a fate. A fate? Fail?
Falling? No, to
Falling.
fall in love is to, how can I explain? Is when you meet someone that you have those butterflies in your stomach and it's the process
Okay,
before you
okay.
love.
Okay. Yes, with my husband. Yes, when you meet, um, we stayed together for 11, 12 years. Then we meet almost 20 years ago. We are so young, and we are in this age, we are only friends. And after 10 years, we meet again, and we are the best friends. We were the best friends, and after we were uh, namorados. How can I say?
Uh, boyfriend, girlfriend, partners. You can say partners.
Okay, or you can say you were a partners, but I remember in this age, uh, it's very common when I meet him, I was nervous and I expect so much for this moment. It's very nice. I like so much. I think after you marriage, the things change because you live together and never expectation for to see. Uh, Even after the pandemic, in the pandemic, we worked together for almost 40 years. Then I think it's time, it's not so good for the couples because the couples make partners, co-workers. It's not so good because make many problems. But I like it when I am falling in love.
Yeah, I guess it's difficult for any kind of relationship where you have to be stuck with that person 24 hours a day with no
Yes,
possibility of going out or having some alone time, because can be your family, can be your husband, can be even your son, for example, your best friend, but it's hard to go 24 hours like for 3 straight months with a person. Even with ourselves, it's hard to handle our own company trapped in a house. Pandemic was so
yes, yes.
good for everybody.
It's a so big test for the couples.
Yeah, yeah, it is. What about you, Alexandre?
I'd say who don't. I think everyone should get the better life, to live in this entire life, need to love something, someone, and it's happening to me. I think since I was like a little boy, I was falling in love with a little girl, and I was in a farming, so poor, nothing to be proud. I was fall in love with the girl, and was trying to create a situation to impress her, but it was like I couldn't impress her. But since then, I can create new loves in my mind. Now I'm loving with a baby, a little baby, 3 years old, Joaquim, my son. I can spend 24 hours with him, and I don't feel tired because he is very beautiful, and he he brings the like life, in our house. But the love itself is like you love a woman, a woman love you. So I think I love my wife. I can't say it out loud because she's just behind me. But she knows the word love and the word wife. I think she knows. But that's it. I think everyone needs to have love, to something to love, to go on in the life. Or you should die, right? Imagine you don't love anyone. It's impossible.
That's true. That's really, really true. So you brought two very interesting points. The first about your story falling in love with when you were a little boy. I guess everyone, when we're falling in love for someone, we try to make ourselves seem more in an interest way. So the person we like, the person we're falling in love with, sees us in the same way that we're seeing them. So we try to bring interesting conversations, or to do impressive things, to do interesting things, so the other person sees, or you have something to talk about with the person, like, oh, I like to do this, I like to do that, and in order to impress and to get the other person attention, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's natural for everyone. And the last thing you said about we having to love something in order to be alive, I really agree that, because we don't have always to be in love with someone. I guess it's very different being to fall in love, like the passion stage before it comes before the true and solid love in a relationship, in a marriage, for example. Because in the passion stage, you're seeing only the good sides of the person. You're putting everything in a very romantic lens, like the world was perfect, like everything was perfect, you match 100%. But as the time goes by, we see and we understand that everybody is different from each other. So you're gonna disagree with a lot of things. You're gonna like something, the person doesn't like something, and that's okay. But the main point is to understand the differences and to know that you have your own mistakes, you have your bad sides, and the other person does as well. But it's to put on the balance and understand, okay, this person has this part that I don't like, but can I live with that? Is it bigger than the good side that I like? Do I still admire this person, although this other part? And I guess that's the part when loves become solid and more, how can I say, strong. So that's it.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess that connects very well with question number 3. Alexandre, how do you think love changes as we grow older?
So when you grow and you become older, like me, 70, you have a lot of things to love, like children, uh, grandchildren, godsons, right? The place we live. Uh, I love to live in Canada. I think in next generation, I will born in Canada because Canada is
Come
so
back,
beautiful.
Alexandre.
Yeah, in this stage of my life, 17 years old, you need to throw in the garbage everything is not good, right? And keep only thing you really love, because it can make you go ahead and go on. Right? I think that.
Yeah. I also believe that as we grow older, not only romantic love, for example, but love in every way, like we were just speaking, loving other people as well, but loving little aspects about yourself, loving little aspects about your life, your routine, your family, your grandsons, your dog, for example,
Mhm.
loving things in general, we begin to understand better. And at least in my perception, I think that when we are growing older, we stop putting so much pressure to everything that we love being perfect and being the right way. Because nobody's perfect. Even we that we do the best we think we can for our own lives, we make a lot of mistakes. And when we are very young, when we have our first love disappointments, our first broken hearts, we suffer like we're gonna die. It's very frustrating, but that's not gonna happen. Broken hearts never killed anyone. So I guess as we become more mature, we understand that everybody has flaws. Everybody makes mistakes, and we start to put less weight in that mistakes because we understand that many times there are so many things involved in decisions, in actions, and it's not everything like black or white, right or wrong. It has so many different variations there to make something happen. And you, Erica, what's your perception?
I agree with you all. I agree about this point. I believe when you grow older, we put the energy in the right things. When you're younger, normally we mistake about this. We are very nervous, anxious. Um, but I believe the question, do you think love change as grow older? Totally. Um, for example, my mother-in-law she has um 50, 58 years old, and now she is in love with her grand netos. I don't know the name. I remember
Grandsons.
grandsons, and
Yeah.
like Alexandre asked, told us, the love, you put the love in the main things. Then for her, see the grandsons, and in my case, make a video and planning to travel to meet. It's very good because this is love for her. Then I believe it's very healthy because when do you don't have things or persons to put the love, I think it's sad. I think it's sad. Then I understand, um, there's a choice for each person. There's a choice because I know others, older people, uh, e- e- each action is different. Like don't put love in the things and the person, like a bad vision of the life. Then I think this what you told us is a choice, not is a rule.
Yeah, I believe that in my perception, in order for us to have a full, happy and fulfilling life, I have to put love in the center of my life. And I'm not talking about romantic relationship. It goes as well for romantic relationships, but so many good things come from love, respect,
Yes,
admiration, and taking care of the people and the things that you like. And you have to spread that feeling for everybody. And it's important to understand that everybody loves in a different way. The way I love someone, it's not, I'm not going to show that person the same way Erica loves, for example, because I can show my love, like I can say repeatedly good words about the person. But my mother, for example, she's not like that. The way she shows love for me and my sisters, she likes to take care of everything. Like, oh, let make you a cake.
yes.
Oh, let me help you organize your house. Oh, you're moving out, so let me help you with your new home and stuff like that. She's very she's not the type of person that says too many loving and nice words, but I
Hmm.
understand that's the way she is. It's not because she loves me less or more. It's just how she is. But my older sister, for example, she's very touchy. She likes to hugs a lot and to kiss me a lot, and she likes to call me, send messages, and says so many beautiful stuff about me and my other sister. And that's different kinds of love. And in romantic relationships specifically, it's important to understand that because Many times we can start a fight about not being loved, but it's just that the other person is not showing the way that you see love, but in the other one's perception. So we have to be open, we have to understand, and to put respect and conversation, dialogue in the first place. That's it.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd like to say, when you get old, we have the perception we loved something in the past, but in my case, I think I haven't loved my parents as much I could love. So I don't say it's wrong. I didn't love them in the way I love now, but I can't access them because they passed away. So every day I remember them, and when I go to a place or in a beautiful place, access a lot of fancy situation. I remember them, and I know that they never had it. They never experiment to fly, to go to the cinema, to fly to another country, right? To drive a car in a city, to have a fancy car. So it's making me a little. I need to I need to stop my and think about it. I need to go on, right? But something making me, oh my gosh, if I could have 15 years old, I I maybe would do everything different because now I have the knowledge that in that time I was doing everything wrong.
Yeah, but it's
Is
just what you said, you know now.
Yes, because when very old, we have.
Yeah,
I agree to everyone that who say when you get old, you have more knowledge to than young people. 'Cause the young people they don't they open their minds yet, and they have a lot of things to think, to grow, to have a job, to marriage, to have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a car, it's a lot of things. So when you get older, we stop and do only the things that are around us.
yeah,
Alexandre, uh, for me, this point is very delicate because it's very interesting listen you. But in my case, for example, my parents are older and they alive. Then, so many times I intend when I lived in São Paulo. Many times I intend to like go to travel with them.
Mhm.
But normally it's a hug problem because there are many questions, there are many problems, and in many situations I was wrong. Then it's my intention is different. I think it is the same point the Vic told us.
Mhm.
There are there many ways of you love. And for example, you told I think I make more I made more for my parents, but not necessarily what do you think were good for us for them because the visions change. My mother the vision of my mother is very different to me, very different. For example, she no intends to go to Toronto, to go to Toronto for visiting me and my family. And okay, I understand her situation, understand her vision. But this point for me is uh, not feeling you a blame about this, because it's no depends only you, depends only them too. In my
Yeah.
case, I it's possible for me yet, but many times I am think about, oh, I can do for my parents, but when I try, it's not necessary I can, because they they make the owners decisions, and the visions are different. Then I think Vicky told us about to respect. Yeah, for me, it's very strong in my life, because in many moments I disagree with my parents, their
Mm-hmm.
decisions, but they have our decisions. Then I can't respect them. Then for me, for you, Alexandre, not feeling a blame about this. It's very hard with you.
Yeah, I agree with you. You are mute, Eric,
Yes.
Vic.
So I guess relationships with our parents in general tend to be a little difficult and confusing. In my case, for example, I was just talking about my mother. I'm gonna take her as an example again. We have a very tough relationship because we're very, very different from each other. And in the beginning of the year, my parents came into my house here for the first time in Floripa, and I was very thrilled and happy, and so were them. But as the days went by, I took them to a lot of different places to see a lot of beautiful places that I love, that I go, things that I like, things that they don't know about my life. But my mother is, she likes to complain a lot about everything. And everything that I did for her, every place that I took, she liked to complain about the weather, about the place, about the prices, even though if she was not paying, about everything, about like every 5 seconds. And now that the situation passed, I can process it better. But at the time that we're living something, it's very difficult to have other reaction. But after the situation is gone, we can think better. It's like, in my perspective today, I can see that it was not about that situation specifically. She does that. She is that person. It's not, she was not talking about me or about something. But I don't know. It's a way that she knows to communicate about something, but it's not the best way because it's not nice to do that. But when I was leaving that situation, I get really upset. I was sad. I was frustrated because I waited that for so long. And I also got mad and we discussed a lot. But after that, I regretted. But we do what we can with the information that we have in the time. And the information that we have in the time when the situation is happening is narrowed by our vision and our feelings, because our feelings, they're so mixed up and things are so heated. And when it passes, we can understand better. We can know that, okay, it was not, it was not personal. For example, it was not about me, it was not about the place, it's something about her. So we tend to blame ourselves in many situations with our parents' relationship. But I think it's tough for us to do that, but it's also tough for them, because it's easier for sons and daughters to talk with their parents than to the parents talk about feelings with their kids. I think that they don't know how to express themselves better with their kids. because they're in a place like you're both parents. So I believe you understand better than me because I'm not a mother, for example. I'm only a daughter. So I believe that being a parent, people try to be in a position where it seems more I know things, I'm tough, I can handle this. So it may be harder to put yourself in a position where you're vulnerable, for example. Am I wrong?
Yes, I agree. I agree. When you turn a mother, I, I think a father too, you i- our vision change about many things. We understand more our parents about many things. In my case, I am 24, 34 years. Uh, when I was in childhood, is very different. The money of my parents is very different. My family is very poor. Then when we in some moments in my life I was frustrated about this. Oh, I never learned English. I never travel with a teenager, for example. And now, uh, about the years pass, you grow older too. You intend the situation, and I intend I am put in their places in many times, but it's not so easy. I agree with you, Vic. It's not so easy the relationship with parents.
Yeah, but we do what we can.
Yes, yes.
That's that matter. So, next question, guys. An interesting question that I want to discuss with you. Number 5. Why do you think that older people's relationship lasts so many years? Like, for example, in general, our grandparents' marriage lasts longer, 30, 40, 50 years, and today's relationships, they tend to be so weak. Not that they are, but they tend to last less. Why do you think that, Erica?
It's a delicate point, because I agree with you about the when you marriage, you you agree to leave the uh, with the mistakes, the her or his mistakes. But when I think the marriage many years, for example, my father's, uh, they are married for almost 40 years. Is a long term, but um, sincerely, I don't think her relationship is totally healthy. In some moments, I think it's more convenience to be together than stay alone, but um, it's very delicate because I am judged the relationship, and there are I am father parents, but I think for the old generations is more common to have many relationships for a long time, but they are not happy with this. uh, it's sad, but I am married for 10 years. Then I know it's it's not easy in any moments. There are many challenges. You want to stay with the other s- soul, because it's very delicate. It's very delicate. But I saw I see in my marriage um, many respected, many situations you put in the other place, then uh, not only love, like you said, the love is the patient, okay, is in the first dates, okay, but after 10 years, you you feel in love in real time. The love, the good parts of love, but the best parts, the bad part of love too. And you can choose to continue or no. Then I believe I know it's not easy, but when I remember the other's relationship, the for a long term, normally the relationship is not strong. It's freaky, as you said, Vicky. But for me, in my case, I am married for 10 years, then it's a good time to relationship are strong. Uh, Even past the hug changing in our lives, change the country with one daughter, a little daughter, and we pass many situations. Then uh, a test for the marriage too.
It's not
Then
always
I
flowers.
yes
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Yes, when, for example, when we arrived, our daughter was sick, then it's very delicate for us in another country, without family, without friends. You intend this challenge. So you know after before you have challenges, but when do you move? The challenges are so big, then I think it is a good test for her merit, our merit. It's good. Now we pass, and you told each other. Now we never separate because the after the pandemic, after the change the country, it's very but the relationship is always pass the test. I think the more difficult tests, but it's my opinion.
very, very nice. Yeah, I always say that love alone doesn't sustain a relationship. It's not the only thing. What about you, Alexandre? What is your perspective about this topic?
So it didn't happen to me because even though I am 70, I I got married to my first wife 70 years, and now I am completing 20 with my second wife. But I didn't intend to do that, right? My intention when I got married in 1986 was to be married forever. And I have 3 kids with my first wife. I I say I was falling in love with her, but she got addicted to amphetamine. And then I need to choose got divorced to save my children because me and her and 3 children in the same house was very difficult, was very hard. She was blaming me because she couldn't buy amphetamine because the doctor gave the prohibition, right? And all her family was asking me not to buy amphetamine for her. And when I understand that the amphetamine was a very hard drug, I said, I will not buy amphetamine for you anymore. And then I became her greatest enemy, all right? So I was an enemy between in this part in the same house. I need to leave. And from other place, I need to give orientation to my children, and they are saving now. I have two mechanical engineers a lawyer. They faced this difficult situation, but they could support this situation. And then 1 year after my divorce, I met my second wife. But in the past, the family would live 50, 55, 60 years together. It's very beautiful, right? But it's not happened to me. I need to work out my relationship in the middle of the moment that was like enjoy my children, 8 years old, 5 years old, and 12 years old, 8 years old, and 5 years old. So my gosh, two boys and a little daughter, a little girl. It was very difficult, but I need to break out the situation.
Her start to take a amphetamine, but like a medicine.
No, the problem was she was a office attendant, a doctor office attendant.
Ah,
And the doctor
understand.
was make the doctor that who prescribe give prescription from people get lose weight,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then she had access to this medicament, this medicine.
Oh,
And she was a
understand.
little like not fat, but she was overweight, a little overweight.
Mm-hmm.
So she
Mm-hmm.
started to drink just. Then she started to drink one I don't say pílula per day, and then after 5 years she started to drink two, and then she started to drink three, and then the situation was so she gets was getting hard and hard, and then she how do I say her 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 brothers put her in a internal place like casa de recuperação, and now she's better. So we are friends.
Oh,
Yes,
interesting.
yeah. We are
Yes, it
friends.
was very tough, not only because it was a breakup for you, but also for your kids, because
Yes,
there
Yes.
were kids involved. So there's a very difficult decision, but it's very nice and interesting to know that you are friends today, because it was
Mm-hmm.
a very difficult time of both of your lives, yours and hers. But I believe that you still care about each other in some way, not only love, but you have a special care. You love in a different way. I believe I can say, not in a romantic way, but you have kids together. You had a life together in the past, so some things I believe that it doesn't go away because you ended the relationship. The good stuff, they are still living. You don't have to keep only the bad. You have to understand, to process, but you have also to remember there were good parts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing your story, Alexandre.
My story would give you a big book, right? Yes.
I believe so. So welcome back, guys. Leo, Thiago, and Isabel. Isabel, how was the conversation with the guys about
It was
love?
very nice. We could answer all the questions and understand different opinions too. But in some opinions, we have a common thought as well. And it was very, very nice to talk with you guys.
Very, very nice. Leo, did you enjoy? How was it for you?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really interesting because I figured out that exists Tinder to elderly people.
Really?
Yeah. So you can feel connected with others even if you are in the older age.
Very, very nice. Thank you. So, Erica, I want to hear from you. How was your experience in this immersion for the first time? Did you enjoy the topic? Did you like to share with us?
I like so much. I like so much this class. In the last week, I had a class with Leo. It's so good too. On Friday, and I love this topic because I love the Alexandre because the vision is very different, and the age the is very to learn to me. Listen his, and you, Vicky, your opinion too
How
is
long
very
have you been to Toronto? How long you have been to? How long?
3 months only.
3 months only. Oh,
Yes, but to stay there for a long time
you
in
need
Jesus'
to
name.
go to Niagara Falls.
I know
Have you
Niagara
been to?
Falls. I love.
Have you been to a island that is beside Toronto?
Yes, Toronto
On
Islands.
this island, you can see the city out, at night, so bright, beautiful.
Yes. In my apartment, I has the view
Oh, very
for the
good.
Toronto Islands. Very good. It's a pleasure.
Very, very nice. So, guys, I just sent you the survey link. I always remember it's anonymous. Please, it's very important when you leave comments about if you liked, if you didn't like, and suggestions for next week's topics. I always love when you give me suggestions because it's very hard to bring topics every week. And I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I always love having this time with you. And thanks for being here, Alexandre. You're such a wise guy. I love talking to you. Erica, welcome. I hope you attend here more times with us. Thank you, Thiago, Leo, and Isabel. I hope you have a great end of the weekend. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye
very
bye.
much, guys.
Thanks.
Bye bye.